a boy suddenly fell into a bowl of cereal. His father was about to scoop him up with a spoon and was just about to eat him when the family dog suddenly started biting his leg. He looked down carefully at the spoon and realized it was actually his son. This man was actually a scientist who had been working on a machine that could shrink objects, but the machine kept malfunctioning. It had even blown an apple to pieces once. One day while the boys were playing ball, the ball broke the window and hit the machine. The machine suddenly activated, and the boys who went to get the ball were instantly shrunk down to tiny size. Even jumping over a small nail felt like making a giant leap. A small crack in the ground seemed like a deep trench to them. When their father returned to the room, the boys desperately called for help, but their voices were too weak for him to hear. He picked up a broom and started sweeping. The kids scrambled to get away, but still got swept into the trash pile. However, the children managed to cut through the garbage bag and escape. Once outside, they discovered that the backyard now seemed like a massive jungle. They slid along on grass blades to move forward. After a while, the little boy came up with an idea. He climbed up a tall blade of grass and called out to the family dog with all his might. The dog heard him and immediately ran over. Just then, the little boy accidentally slipped and fell onto a flower. A bee happened to fly by and caught him. His brother quickly jumped onto the bee's back and held on tight. The bee carried the two boys toward the center of the yard. They shouted desperately in front of their father, but their voices were still too weak to be heard. The father was about to grab a baseball bat to swat the bee when he suddenly remembered that the kids didn't even play baseball. He looked up and saw the broken window, then went back into the room and found a tiny couch. That's when he finally realized the children had been shrunk.